Hello, everybody. Welcome to Snyder's Inc. And today we are looking at more cheaters, well, gamers getting caught cheating. Well, that part 5 from the great channel BMAs. Check them out. Link to the video will be in the description. So let's get into it. Hit the like button, subscribe button, comment your thing down below. Let's go.
From the Fortnite cheater ordered to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to the gaming misdemeanors of Elon Musk, it's time for a brand new installment of Gamers Caught Cheating. Fortnite tournaments can be an extremely lucrative venture for skilled players, so it's only natural for some bad actors to see an opportunity. In June of 2020,
Never will I be able to compete in a full actual Fortnite tournament. I do not have the skills involved to do it.
24, one Sebastian Araujo was
Unless they somehow create a Fortnite Bed Wars tournament, but I don't think I'll ever do that.
banned from Fortnite by Epic Games for cheating during a tournament. But this dribbling troglodyte refused to give up. Mama didn't raise no quitter, she raised a dip. For 4 months, Araujo used hardware spoofer and fresh accounts to circumvent the ban, while he continued to cheat in Fortnite tourneys. And not just a few. He wound up participating in at least 18 of the darn things,
Okay, look.
walking away.
I admire the hustle. I have no idea why he was so determined to do this, but I admire the hustle it takes to get, do 18 tournaments and all using everything you can find to circumvent it. I give respect to the hustle.
Away with a grand total of $6,850. Maybe crime really does pay. In the short term, yes. But in the long run, across those tournaments, Araujo racked up nearly 1,000 cheating complaints, prompting Epic's legal team to investigate. And what did they find? Their old pal Sebastian back to his old tricks. Only this time, he'd earned money with his dirty deeds. Things had gotten real. In December of that same year, Epic filed a lawsuit against the cheater. So what did he do? Did he apologize and look for the easiest route to settle things? No, he ignored the whole thing and just figured it would disappear, I guess. Well, unfortunately, that's not how the law works, and so in June of 2025...
That's insane. If I got a lawsuit from Epic Games, I would, for Epic Games itself, I'd cry. I mean, cause I'm fucked. Never in my mind would I just throw it away and be like, yeah, they'll just drop it. Like, out of his mind.
Decision was made. Epic won by default and was awarded $168,550 for DMCA and Copyright Act violations, and another $6,971 in attorney fees.
By default, my favorite way to win!
Epic also announced its intention to
I would love to know how this files, like, copyright issues. It's the only thing I don't understand. DMCA, and I don't know enough about DMCA and copyright, but I just didn't know. I assumed it would fall, like, DMCA makes sense. I'm just curious how him cheating affects copyright issues.
donate the winnings to kids' charity Child's Play, which provides toys and games to hospitals. Hey, maybe crime does pay after all. Just, not for the criminals. Now, just about anyone can cheat in Fortnite, but it takes seriously huge cojones to cheat during the Fortnite World Cup, considering the prize pool is around $100 million. It's no wonder people are tempted to turn to illicit means of winning. But for professional player Jonathan Johnny K. Kosmala of Team Caliber, the overwhelming temptation to cheat got the better of him. In 2019, this player was exposed online after his Discord messages with a known cheat seller were made public. You can see Johnny X, named here as Big Boy, was trying to purchase an ESP cheat. This is a hack that allows a player to see the locations of all their enemies, even if there are walls or terrain in the way. After downloading it, Johnny K started a call with the seller who walked him through the process of installing it. But unfortunately for Johnny K, the seller recorded the entire call.
Okay. This might be the most funniest hacker seller, cheat seller I've ever seen. He is a cheat seller who filmed this guy. He must do this to everyone, right? Anyone who he knows is like a big deal. If you buy cheats, he just immediately like records you. So that way if you try any bullshit, you can just upload it, I would assume. Or maybe just to f with you anyways.
Where did it download to? Oh, it didn't even. This one?
Yeah, that one. That's the all you're gonna need.
Initially, it seemed to be running smoothly. He logged into his official account with the cheat software running, and the game loaded without issue. But all of a sudden, his account was flagged by Fortnite's anti-cheat software, and he was immediately booted from the game for cheating. And to really rub salt in the wound, the seller then released their entire call for the world to see. After being so thoroughly exposed,
That's incredible.
Team Caliber wasted no time booting the cheater out of their team and cut all ties with them.
Yeah.
Well, as bad as it looks, I don't reckon Johnny K's fall from grace hurt too much. After all, his massive cojones probably broke his fall. If you're a true fan of this series, you probably remember way back when I covered Dream. See, Dream was exposed as having faked his Minecraft speedruns by the community, namely one Minecravenger, aka Eric. Eric pointed out that Dream wasn't playing a vanilla
Wait a minute, are you about to tell me that the cheater guy who exposed the cheater was a cheater himself? Please tell me you're about to tell me that.
version of the game. It turns out he'd accidentally left some mods active from a previous stream. Embarrassing. These particular mods improved his odds of successfully trading with NPCs and getting item drops from enemies, allowing him to finish the game in incredible time. So imagine how the Avenger must have felt when he was caught for cheating his own personal speedruns the exact same way. Jeez. No wonder he knew what Dream was doing.
Let's go! This is what I knew it! And what he said that the cheater got caught for cheating. The cheater Avenger, for Dream at least, the man who called out Dream's cheating, was caught cheating the exact same way as Dream. Of course he was. That's how he knew everything. That explains so much.
Sleuths noticed that the runner had a particular upload where he managed to snag 769 obsidian from 290 chests. The odds of that happening are about 1 in 28 billion.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
And there were other examples of similar manipulations in various other runs. The Smoking Gun, however, was one speedrun that had a very noticeable cut, showing different clips had been spliced together. Eric had been cheating Minecraft speedruns for literal years. His runs were wiped from the official records, his name was disgraced, and he ultimately deleted all of the footage from his YouTube channel.
Alrighty then.
This is a new world record.
Speedrunning is a serious business, and that's why YouTuber Tavo Betancourt
Could never speedrun. I don't have the ability to. I just be streaming random shit.
came under heavy fire when Mexican channel Badabun uploaded his insanely fast Super Mario Bros. Speedrun
Oh, I've seen this one before. This one I've seen before.
back in 2017.
We've seen this one before.
He effortlessly sailed through the entire game, completing it in a respectable 5 minutes and 12 seconds. And while this earned him plenty of views online, the speedrunning community spotted some serious problems. For start, even though the attempt was just 5 minutes long, Tavo took the time to guzzle down Coke and pizza as he was playing. Surely, if he was taking this seriously, he could have waited 5 minutes to have his dinner, right? Secondly, the game's counters suspiciously didn't match what was happening in the footage. Like here, when Tavo collects 11 coins, but the counter curiously increases by 12. It was clear that Tavo had stolen someone's speedrun footage and mashed it together with a different counter, so that it wasn't too obvious he'd stolen it. But this minor mistake didn't escape the attention of real speedrunners. They tracked down the original footage and revealed that it had been brazenly stolen from the world record speedrunner Darbian. And when the community found out, Tavo was crucified online. He later admitted what he'd done and apologized,
people mock him too. That's so funny.
claiming it was just part of a social experiment. Lame excuses aside, it's pretty clear this was just done for clout, seeing how, despite his apology, his run is still up on Badabun's channel. Although now, I reckon it'll take more than video splicing for Tavo to outrun his ruined reputation. say hello to our brand new Scratch a Fact calendar. It isn't your average calendar. This one's packed with hundreds of fun facts. Each day, scratch off to reveal a brand new amazing fact that'll blow your mind. From wild history tidbits to quick trivia, you'll have something new to look forward to every single day. But wait, there's more. Each page is bursting with stunning hand-drawn illustrations of Bartholomew's adventures over the seasons. It's an immersive work of art. It's the perfect gift for your friends and family that everyone can enjoy each and every day. So why settle for a boring 2026 calendar when you can have the Be Amazed Scratch a Fact calendar? And now for something a little different. This is streamer Queen Gloria RP, and she streamed gaming content alongside a whole load of other stuff over on Twitch. See, she pretty much just played single-player games like Elden Ring. So, even if she cheated in them, who cares, right? Sure, but it turns out it wasn't the games she was cheating. It was Twitch itself. Take a look at this clip from March 2025.
Hi, Chief. Hello. Huh?
You just witnessed the moment that Gloria was caught in 4K accidentally revealing her viewbotting software. For those that don't know, viewbots are exactly what they sound like. Oh wait.
Weirdly, Twitch has a chat. Like, Twitch has almost bots that will I don't know if Twitch has it, but there are bots that will immediately tell you how to, that will link fucking aim view bot sites. And Twitch hasn't done anything about it? Very weird. I have to ban them usually on Twitch if I do it, because on my thing, because I don't want fucking that shit on there. I don't want even, like, I don't fucking need a view bar, whatever. If I don't got people watching, I don't got people watching.
To pay to artificially increase your stream's view count for extra exposure. So, after being caught red-handed, how did she react?
I will be right back, guys. I'll be right back. I'll just come back in a sec. Internet went out. No, I needed to do a little, my OBS was asking me to reset something, and I needed to stop streaming. That's so sad. But I'm back.
Nope, nothing suspicious there.
That is the worst. You can tell she had no idea what the hell to say. She was like, "What? No, I needed to do OBS reset, stream back." Sad face, sad.
There, Gloria would quickly make a statement on social media, playing the incident off entirely. She claimed she had heard about how easy it was to viewbot and was just curious. Where have we heard that before? For some reason, she was so shocked that the program existed that she forgot to close it, leaving the tab open while she streamed, and that's all.
Right.
Naturally, nobody in their right mind bought this, and Gloria was banned entirely from Twitch. These days, she instead streams on Kick, the platform for those losers that couldn't make it in the mainstream. There, she streams the same simple content, only in more revealing clothing, because of course she does. I don't know if I'm more or less disgusted that she cheated in streaming rather than gaming. Just about every fan of the Battle Royale game Fortnite knows the name FaZe Jarvis, but not necessarily in a good way. This British YouTuber and gamer
You're doing Jarvis? Okay, everybody knows about Jarvis.
Rose to fame when he joined mega-popular esports group the FaZe Clan in 2019. He'd been uploading his Fortnite gameplay to YouTube since 2018, with many of his videos garnering millions of views each. His channel was made up exclusively of Fortnite gameplay, but then in 2019, he made an unfathomably dumb decision. He uploaded a video where he openly claimed to be using an aimbot.
Because I've got the hack open and stuff, it's making my Streamlabs like lag, so I can't do that. You won't be able to see on the recording that I've got the mod, but just so you guys know I do. This is what happens. Look, aimbot FOV, aimbot FOV. Like, I don't know what half this stuff means, but it's actually about to be lit. We're about to pop off. I don't miss a shot.
If I was gonna do this, right? If you're gonna do this, here's what I would do. Okay, here's the thing. The idea of let's show people what it looks like to have an aimbot and how ridiculous it is. Fine. Here's the way I would do it. Let's say you have a community. I think FaZe Clan and fucking Jarvis has to have one. You go, okay, everyone. We're gonna do, if Epic will allow it, make sure they're okay with it so you don't get banned. Have a community, have a private game where you have an aimbot and like everyone's trying to kill you. So you can show how ridiculous it is. But no one's actual game who wants to play it is getting affected. They know what you are doing. Him just playing a game with an aimbot fucks with other people. That's why you don't do a public game if you're gonna do that. It's just a bad idea.
I don't miss a shot, bro. Yo, we're cracked.
Look at this. Look at this.
While the hilariously controversial video made him some sweet YouTube money, Fortnite's developers, Epic Games, didn't see the funny side of it. They have a zero-tolerance policy to any kind of cheating, let alone bragging about it to millions of people online. Without missing a beat, Epic Games brought down the hammer and
I'm pretty sure he got unbanned, didn't he? Like recently?
immediately banned Jarvis's account. But the ban wasn't just for a month, or even 2, but for life. And this didn't mean he was only banned from the community, he was also prohibited from participating in all future Fortnite gaming events. What a staggering self-own. In true YouTube style, Jarvis released a tearful apology video admitting his infractions and accepting Epic Games' decision.
I'm truly so sorry. Epic, I know I have to take accountability for my actions, and I'm gonna do my best to accept any punishment that comes my way, whatever happens. I'm not trying to find a quick road out, but being banned forever is just thinking about a lifetime ban is just I didn't expect this would happen.
Even with all those tears, his account would remain banned until 2025. What do you think? Should he have remained banned?
No, I don't think there's anyone who should be banned for life. I think that's a bit much. You're never gonna be able to ban someone for life. I mean, all these with Jarvis, he could have just made a new bought a new computer, bought a new computer, made a new account, he'd be fucking fine.
Got any other examples of cheating gamers you want to share? Hey, drop them below or email me.
Make videos on it. If you try to make videos on it, he'd be fucked immediately.
At cheating@beamazed.com. After all, the current...
I would also be surprised if he actually just didn't do that already during that time of making a new account and that, because it's way easier to do.
Anti-cheat Ricochet clearly doesn't do the job. In October of 2024, the Call of Duty X account posted about an exploit they detected with Ricochet anti-cheat that resulted in legit players being banned. They claimed it was only a small amount, but it turned out that wasn't quite true. Hackers who had been using the exploit soon popped up to reveal the truth. Enter Visor, the guy who initially found it. Turns out this fella had been able to use it to get thousands of users banned.
What?
See, Ricochet was searching players' devices for strings of text and banning it if it detected them. It sounds completely insane, I know, but Visor was able to get users banned by sending the phrase aimbot to them via in-game whisper. Context be damned. From there, the guy was able to automate the process. He wrote a code that would have him join a game, whisper to a player, leave, and repeat. This went on for months, and as Activision added new trigger phrases, Visor would send those out to...
That's insane! How is it that... This cheat software thing is fucking sad. That is sad. That's the saddest thing I've ever heard. How is it that easy?
Now if you're thinking that it's
Ricochet, that Ricochet system is fucked.
incredible that Activision would be so amateur in their approach, you'd be right. Its anti-cheat Ricochet was far too slow to update, and obviously seems more concerned with banning from messages rather than hacking. Why are you still buying Call of Duty games again? Hey, it's okay though. There's always Battlefield. Yes, in August of 2025, the beta build of Battlefield 6 was released to incredible praise. Was this to be the year of Battlefield beating COD? Exciting stuff. But unfortunately, that wasn't the biggest question of the summer. See, one player of the beta took to uploading some clips of their gameplay online, and well, just take a look.
Oh my god, what the f? That was nuts!
To say that Rylik's gameplay went viral would be an understatement. It seemed like non-gamers found themselves staring at the anime Catgirl avatar at one point. As I'm sure you can see, Riley's aim was very good. Very, very good. Perhaps too good.
Wow, I flicked straight at that guy through the wall. Oopsie.
Replies to these clips were explosive. Accusations of aimbots were thrown around by thousands of people, and can you blame them? The instant swap between enemies, the locking onto a player behind a rock, it's reasonable for people to be suspicious.
That one's insane. That one's a bit insane. That's the only one where I'm like, because him switch target aim is bad, but there are pros who probably can do that. What I would say though is him switching to a guy, the aim at a guy through a rock is insane.
But rather than look at the evidence objectively, the Riley situation became very, very murky. See, Riley is transgender and identifies as female, and that became more of a talking point than the gameplay.
What?
Some people defended her due to her identity, claiming only transphobes were involved in the criticism.
That is the dumbest fucking thing I have Oh, you woke little fuckers can't let anything fucking... So a person who might be cheating gets caught for cheating, your immediate response is must defend them because they're transphobic. It has nothing to do, or like they're fucking trans, and that's it.
Others attacked her for it, claiming her identity was being used as a shield. Very few people seem to remember that they were...
This is, to me, the thing. This is where I'd be like, I feel like everyone's forgetting the fact that we accuse this person of cheating. This has nothing to do with fucking what their fucking pronouns and all that are.
We're supposed to be determining whether she cheated or not in a video game. Whether she identified as male, female, or a low-fat dairy product was irrelevant. So, what was the deal? Some of Riley's clips, as far as I'm concerned, feature blatant cheating. Locking on through that rock is a huge giveaway. And some of the flicks between targets seem completely inhuman. However, I don't believe all the clips are fake. Riley has been playing shooters for a long time and has become a firm part of the AIM community. Man, I'm embarrassed even saying it. These guys spent countless hours in dedicated AIM trainers clicking on moving dots. Point is, when someone puts so much time into just moving their mouse around, they get very good at moving their mouse around. But like I said, I do think there's some funny business going on too. Twitch banned Riley's account for a single day, presumably due to cheating accusations, but have done nothing since. Her channel has since blown up thanks to the situation, so whether she cheats or not, she's coming out smelling of roses. But what do you think? Have you heard of the Riley situation?
No.
Reckon her gameplay is legit or suspect? Let me know in the comments, and I'm genuine.
I think the only thing that makes me go, she has to be cheated is... the fucking aiming through a rock where a person was. You can't explain to me how that wouldn't happen unless you were cheating.
Genuinely interested. And hey, remember, you can send me other examples to my email. Shoot them over to cheating@beamazed.com. When it comes to cheating in CSGO, it's safe to say no player has ever been more humiliated than Nikhil Forsaken Kamuat. During the Extremeland Zowie Asia tournament in 2018, Forsaken was competing as part of the pro esports team Optic India. They entered into the top-tier CSGO tournament, which had a hefty prize pool of 100,000.
Oh, this is the guy that got caught and tried to push tried to delete it, right? In front of from the fucking judges and that.
But as Forsaken was playing, someone reported him for suspicious activity, and an administrator was called in. At first, Forsaken boldly refused the admin access to his terminal, but after they asserted their position, they probed into his setup and discovered a suspicious program running in the background. When it was pointed out, Forsaken unbelievably batted their hands away and tried to delete it in front of their eyes. Stunned, the administrators disqualified Forsaken on the spot, and the entire Optic India team was booted from the event. When they finally got a good look at Forsaken's terminal, they discovered all the illegal aimbots he'd been desperately trying to delete. These are hacks that provide easier target acquisition for players, and are expressly prohibited by CSGO. But what made matters worse was that they'd been accessed multiple times, meaning he'd been cheating in different matches in order to get his hands on that prize money. Appalled by his actions, Forsaken was handed a full 5-year ban from the Esports Integrity Commission, or ESIC. The pro player was also booted from his team, but in the overwhelmingly embarrassing aftermath, Optic India was dissolved altogether. You don't really associate chess with cheating, do you? It's always seemed like more of a civilized game to me, one without petty losers desperate for attention. But wherever there's a game, there's bound to be a weirdo who's willing to cheat. In the 2020 Pro Chess League Finals, chess grandmaster Tigran Petrosian had a killer showing. He defeated multiple opponents the community deemed to be just plain better than him, an amazing achievement. But viewers who tuned into the live stream quickly noticed some strange behavior from Petrosian. He would routinely look away from his screen and towards something on his desk. The obvious explanation to many was that he was using a chess engine to cheat. Now, for those unaware, a chess engine is a program that analyzes chess games and calculates the best possible moves for players. One of his defeated opponents, Wesley So, shared his suspicions that his opponent had played less fair in their match. He posted a comment throwing some shade at Petrosian, and the guy exploded. In what can only be described as a copy pasta in the making, he ranted and raved like a drunken hobo, with such gems as, "You were doing pee-pee in your Pampers when I was beating players much more stronger than you. Stop this trush talkings," and my personal favorite, "God bless with True. True will never die."
What the hell did you just say?
Turns out he was right. True will never die. Chess.com, organizers of the Pro League, disqualified Petrosian's team, the Armenia Eagles, from the tournament. The man himself was also slapped with a lifetime ban from the Pro Chess League. Oh, serves you right, rat boy. The truly hilarious part about this cringy escapade is that Petrosian was named after an iconic chess champion, Tigran Petrosian. There's no relation at all. The cheater's father wanted to raise a chess legend, and so he yoinked the name. Ugh. Didn't help. The NBA 2K21 community is an extremely competitive group of people who take any hint of cheating very seriously, as professional player and YouTuber Chalk found out back in 2020. This is when rival player T-Jack critiqued
Okay, I know this one too.
his gameplay and called him out online for using a modified controller.
Alright guys, so Chalk claims that he's not using a modded controller, but what y'all don't know is he used to use it. He used to have the normal, right stick, but then he got the script. If y'all don't know what the script is, well, just take a look at this. Why does his bar not move in this game? His bar does not move. Hold on.
It look like
Let's look at this. Why does his bar not move?
When you gotta aim, bro. Look.
So Chalk, what is your explanation for this? What were you doing?
If you don't play NBA 2K21, like me, that explanation probably flew right over your head. So, let me break it down. You may be thinking that a modified controller has levers and buttons designed to make quicker and easier button hits, but they don't always look that obvious. Controllers like the Cronus Zen, for example, can run software like aimbots, which makes scoring hoops in the game much easier. And this is something that T-Jack aggressively accused Chalk of doing, using an aimbot for perfect shots and timing.
Bro, you got caught. You're using a modded controller. Just stop lying to people. You ain't the fake king. You were that twos at every other 2K. I don't know why this guy. I don't know why anybody's leaving this guy.
What Jack means is that the meter above the player's head required zero human adjustment. Normally, a shot is initiated and has to be corrected, ideally by releasing the button right in the middle of the highlighted area. But Chalk wasn't taking this lying down. he uploaded a video showing every single button press he made on his controller to prove he wasn't cheating.
Okay? Nothing changed. You guys have seen my controller the entire time. And I'm playing uncomfortable because I gotta have my hands so high. Nothing changes, bro. Literally nothing changes. I'm shooting with X and I'm still greening. What's the next one? Green. You see it, bro. Nothing's changing. You see it.
Greening is timing a shot perfectly so that the meter turns green. It's tough, and constantly doing it definitely denotes some shady play. Modded controllers like this one can automate the process, allowing for easy, accurate shots with zero skill. Let's see that again. Usually a button has to be held to start the shot and released at the perfect moment to succeed. However, in this case, the aimbot is controlling the slider to stop exactly in the prime spot without him having to touch anything. With these accusations thrown, this gaming community was already in full witch hunt mode. Despite Chalk's proof, more and more accusations began flooding Chalk's chats. Eventually, the pressure became too much for him to handle, and Chalk broke down live on one of his streams.
And this you can't even be a human being in this, bro. Every day. Every day, it's a new every day, bro. And y'all motherfuckers is so stupid that you don't see it, man. You don't see how targeted it is, bro. You don't see it, man. You don't see that these dudes sit in the group chat and comment on me every day.
While there's no way to really tell whether or not Chalk was using a modified controller, the NBA 2K21 community still seems pretty divided. So what do you think? Did Chalk cheat, or is he just being dunked on for being really good at this game?
I'm gonna go with the second one. I think he's just being dunked on for being really good at the game.
Let me know down in the comments.
NH.
Oh my God! Yes! Yes! It's over! It's over! It's finally over! Oh my...
If you just broke a speedrun world record, how would you react? Would you whoop, cheer, sensually moan? And we've covered a whole buttload.
To be honest, I don't know if I'd moan like that. That's a bit much, I'd say.
Load of faked speedruns in this series.
I like that jump.
But this one makes me the most uncomfortable.
There it is, there it is.
Epic C-Star joined the Jump King speedrunning community in June of 2022. Instantly posted world records for two of the most popular custom maps, Babe of the Realms and Babe of Ascension, and then dipped. Already sus, right? But watching his gameplay back, you'd be hard-pressed to find any evidence that the run was cheated. Everything seems above the board. But a 2024 expose from YouTuber Carl Jobst revealed the truth behind C-Star's record. See, Carl is a bit of an expert on speedrunning, and his channel is dedicated mostly to exposing frauds, which C-Star definitely was. The reality was that he wasn't a good runner at all, but he was a good video editor. C-Star had spliced different clips together, using his editing skills to add text overlays, his own timer, and even in-game effects. And he might have gotten away with it if he hadn't forgotten to add a 0 before his time in the final results screen. But how did C-Star respond to these accusations? By completely admitting to everything.
Completed a world record for Babe of the Realms, and shortly after, another world record for the Babe of Ascension. And that was crazy. But, of course, lately I've been exposed as a fake speedrunner. What can I say? I am. I think it's clear by day right now.
He claimed that the motive behind his phony speedrun was, of all things, a prank. His friend was a big fan of Jump King, and C-Star thought it would be funny to start playing and immediately achieve a world record.
I was, coincidentally already playing...
Nah, I don't buy that. Although it would be... Yeah, no, I don't buy that. I just don't buy that reason. Because that makes no sense. Why would you post it and all that then?
Babe of the Realms map with a friend of mine who was way more invested into Jump King than I was. And I kind of wanted to prank him. So I chose that map. And I wanted to prank him that I got a WR. And I want to see if he believed it. And I want to see what kind of reaction would he like make. And he believed it. And he in the Jump King speedrun community would say, yeah, it's a fluke, giant fluke. Like, but he believed it. And the main reason was to prank him, you know?
I mean, sure, but he didn't reveal this fact publicly. He let the internet believe that he really did break a world record for 2 years. Why didn't he admit what he did?
But I do want to say that I kind of like apologize, and I do not condone what I did. I'm not specifically sorry for making the fake speedrun. I'm sorry for not admitting myself that I made a fake speedrun to the people in the Jump King speedrun community, because my idea was to just fool people first and then let them know that it was a fake speedrun, so they wouldn't have to do all the work of finding the splices and identifying the mistakes in my run themselves. But I forgot about Jump King, I forgot about the game, and I forgot that I even did that.
He forgot?
I don't believe you.
Yeah, it's a load of garbage, isn't it? He would never have admitted to anything if he wasn't caught out. He can claim it was just a prank, bro, as much as he wants, but he put a hell of a lot of effort for just a prank. The impossibly precise button pushes and muscle memory required for speedrunning are insanely difficult to master. Which is why blindfolded speedrunning is even more mind-blowing. Just using audio cues and their memory, players complete games as quickly as possible without once looking at their screens. Considering most people couldn't even get past the start menu blindfolded, this is some god-tier gaming. So, when unknown gamer Superfast...
This guy's a fucking idiot. This one is obvious. This one is so obviously fake, it's actually unbelievable how obvious it is. Like, it's insane.
Jellyfish live streamed his blindfolded speedrun of Super Mario 64 in just 42 minutes. The speedrunning community was stunned, but not in a good way. For a start, there are only 3 certified blindfolded streamers who have submitted their times into this category, ranging from 24 minutes to 1 hour and 58 minutes. This would have put Superfast Jellyfish in 3rd, even though he claimed he'd only ever done 3 blindfolded speedruns before. But compared to his competitors, Superfast Jellyfish's gameplay was suspicious. He left audio alerts on, which are hugely distracting and can mess up a real blindfolded speedrunner's timing.
Let's go!
Thank you for the follow.
Unfazed by this, he then talked continuously through sections that real blindfolded speedrunners would know requires careful attention to audio details.
Did I check for saves? No, because I don't save the game.
These were huge red flags for the speedrunning community, and they called out Superfast Jellyfish for cheating by using a blindfold he could see through. Clearly caught out, Superfast Jellyfish came clean. Well, kind of.
What you may not know is that that speedrun was purposely fake. It was purposely fake.
Instead of a proper apology,
It was all part of the plan. I did it on purpose. It was you who was fooled. You were fooled, but you were fooled because I wanted you to be fooled. I didn't lie to you. No, I purposely made fake, and you are the problem for not realizing it was purposely fake. So it's your fault, and it's not mine. See, I am a genius, and you all are beneath me.
Tried to save face by claiming he purposefully faked the speedrun, and yet he only admitted this after he was exposed. Yeah, that's called cheating, bud. Better luck next time. The name Elon Musk elicits a lot of incredibly strong reactions from a lot.
I'm not gonna let my opinion known, but I have my feelings, my opinions on Elon Musk.
A lot of different people. Politics, tech, business. He's gotten involved in every community imaginable. Yes, even the illustrious realm of gamers. In an interview with Lex Friedman, Musk claimed that back in the 90s he was one of the best Quake players in the world.
At one point I was, maybe one of the best Quake players in the world. And we came second. I was the second best person on the team. And the actual best person, we were actually winning. We would have come first, except the best person on the team, his computer crashed halfway through the game. So we came second. But I got money for it and everything. So basically I got skills, albeit, no spring chicken these days.
Well, it seems old Elon was telling fibs. According to Dennis Thresh Fong, the #1 Quake player in the world, Musk definitely did play Quake back in the day, but he sucked.
He was okay.
Hold on, Dennis. Hold on. Was Elon Musk any good?
He was okay. I mean,
you could be honest.
No, he wasn't very. He wasn't very good.
So, was he hacking in this supposed tournament? Did it even exist? Many people have come out of the woodwork claiming they were around back then, and both corroborated and disputed his claims. So the reality is that we simply don't know the truth behind the Quake claims. What we do know from Thresh is that Musk wasn't a good player, so it's logical to assume he lied about the tournament.
I can't think of a scenario where Elon Musk is a terrible player and then suddenly gets in a tournament and becomes second place after the actual best player of it goes down. I can't buy that for a second. But also, he calls himself one of the best players in the world, which is factually incorrect. Like, that's not me. Literally, people who play the game with him say he sucked. So he's already full of his own shit in that regard.
And you know what? It wouldn't be the last time. In January of 2025, Musk streamed himself playing Path of Exile 2. He used a very high-level character, but seemed to be blissfully unaware of core components of the game. He blundered through the live stream, flailing around and basically playing like a particularly dim earthworm.
Oh my god, that's not how you loot.
He attempted to enter maps he had no access to, wandered around with an inventory full of junk, and completely ignored valuable loot drops for seemingly no reason. A layman would probably see no issue with his gameplay, but to actual Path of Exile enjoyers, it was abundantly clear he had no idea what he was doing.
Nobody, not even people who are kind of noobs at the game, do this. I don't even think Elon Musk has done the campaign, honestly. Like, just based on what I'm seeing in terms of the gameplay.
Gamers were immediately suspicious that Musk had paid somebody else to level up a character, acquiring all the best gear and doing all of the hard work. Then he played the character on stream, taking all the credit for the uber-powerful account.
It is pretty great gear. It's could be better, but it's pretty great. My helmet is level 56.
What's the helmet again? Int, lightning, and chaos resist. Okay. It's only 56, guys.
He also stood accused of doing the same thing in Diablo 4. Discourse around the issue raged for the next few weeks until YouTuber Nico Rex uploaded a video in which the Musk man himself addressed the allegations. See, Nico had managed to get in touch with Musk through X direct messages and asked him about the whole situation. When he brought the issue of the day up to Musk, have you ever boosted and or purchased gear/resources for PoE 2 and Diablo 4? He replied affirmatively with a 100 emoji, claiming that it's impossible to beat Asian players if you don't. In the same breath, he claimed that he never intended to take credit for anybody else's work and refused to apologize, as he felt there was nothing to be sorry for. The community disagreed, exploding on the tech billionaire. Heck, Nico's video was downvoted into oblivion by the masses, as viewers believed he was far too lenient with Musk and made excuses for his cheating. He wasn't a Quake champ. He wasn't a Path of Exile elite. He was a fraud. I have to ask, why? What does he hope to achieve? Why is he so insistent on being perceived as a pro gamer? I can only speculate that it's part of his bid to appear as one of us. It didn't work. We can't afford to employ somebody to level up our Pokemon. Some guys are just shady from the get-go. Take Counter-Strike player Joel Homeland, for instance. Since he was suspended for 7 months by the Esports Integrity Commission, or ESIC, back in September of 2023 for betting on his matches. I've had a bad vibe. I hear you though, sure, gambling is bad, but it's not like he was cheating. Agreed, but it felt like the tip of the iceberg. Like there was more going on than just that. Well, lo and behold, a year later, I was vindicated. In 2024, Joel was banned by Counter-Strike's third-party anti-cheat Acros after it detected cheats. 30 minutes before his team, BC Game, was scheduled to face B8 in an official tournament, Joel was whacked with the ban hammer. Yeesh, talk about embarrassing. A representative for Acros claimed that the cheats they discovered included a type of wall hack called ESP, aimbot, and triggerbot. For those that don't know, a triggerbot is a hack that causes a player's weapon to fire automatically when an enemy is in the crosshairs. So old Joel was on a cocktail of cheats that essentially would have made him God in the game. Additionally, Akros claimed there was a 0 chance that it was a false ban. They were sure as hell that Joel had been a naughty boy. In response, his team dropped him from the roster, claiming that until they knew more, he'd stay gone. Joel himself denied the accusations, claiming that he had never cheated nor planned to. He cared most about his reputation and wanted to fight as hard as possible to protect it. So anyway, in 2025, he was handed a lifetime ban from the ESIC. They confirmed he had been deliberately cheating, and not content with just that and the gambling, he decided to attempt blackmail too. He admitted to cheating to the organization, and when the ESIC intended to make it public, he threatened them with fabricated allegations. What an absolutely stand-up fella. I'm glad that he's been
What a fucking stupid asshole to do. What a stupid thing to do.
properly punished for his crappy behavior, but also over the moon that I've been proven right. You know who else I had a bad feeling about? XQC. Felix XQC Lengel is one of Twitch's most popular streamers with a follower count of over 12 million. Streaming.
Am I a bad guy for finding XQC obnoxious? Am I bad for this? I feel like he's just an obnoxious fella. Like, I don't... He's not someone I do anything. I just find him so obnoxious to be around. I don't know if that's just me, though. But I find him totally, absolutely obnoxious.
Multiple times a week, often for more than 24 hours, it's hardly surprising that weird and hilarious stuff is often captured on his camera.
Wait, sobbing? I thought it was slobbering.
But back in December 2020, he had some serious explaining to do when this slip-up happened live on stream.
What the was that?
Did you see that?
Yes,
Well,
I did.
if I enhance that 5th file from the left, can you see it now? That, my friends, is a big folder labeled Cheats. Admittedly, it's completely empty, but why would XQC have had it in the first place? And considering how much he panicked when that window opened, it didn't exactly seem innocent. But he had an explanation ready.
In your randomizer, there's something called cheats, and those cheats are like to make the game different. Like, if you're doing a certain run, you have to use a cheat folder.
So he needed to change the difficulty of his Pokemon games. Alright, as legitimate as he makes it sound, using any kind of cheats or hacks in games is against Twitch's community guidelines. Despite the smoking gun, Twitch didn't take any action, even though he'd been caught cheating less than a month before. And this happened when, during...
This one's obnoxious. This is disgraceful. I'm gonna be honest. This is he should be ashamed of this.
GlitchCon's Twitch Rivals Fall Guys tournament, XQC decided to target other players taking part in the Battle Royale platform game. He singled them out by stream sniping them and then sabotaged their attempts to win. But what's worse is that he didn't even make the effort to hide that he was watching his opponent's streams. With his opponent in his sights, you can see his eyes darting to and fro the rival's stream as he plays, so he knows when and where to sabotage him.
I'm probably not gonna call, boys. Pug's in. Oh wait, grab Pug. Oh yeah. Oh!
Unfortunately for XQC, stream sniping directly violates Twitch's code of conduct, and they slapped him with a 6-month ban from future Twitch Rivals events, forced him to forfeit his GlitchCon winnings, and suspended him from the platform for 7 days. Maybe he should have stuck with Pokemon. Hope he enjoyed his ban. And why not check out all our other amazing products and bundles at the lowest price they'll ever be. But hurry, because this discount is only...
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this reaction video because he just promoted his stuff. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all for the next one.